Probando. FENcast. Creo que va a ser el episodio 22 o 23, I'm not really sure. Estoy aquí con Blackwill. Son, creo que las 5 y pico, not really sure. Estamos aquí el 2 de octubre del 2018 en Maya, colegio to be specific. Y Blackwill, do you want to just go by your name Blackwill o quiero usar tu nombre, Jehu?
I can go by my Blackwill name, like my artist name.
Okay. Y nos tocan la puerta, vengo rapidito. Blackwill, dile algo ahí, lo que sea, hermano.
Hey, what's up? Listen to my album Greyborn out now on all streaming devices. Here I am. Fen told me to draw a portrait that represents me, so I'm out here doing that.
Si quieres siéntate por ahí. Ahí llegó Diego de Weekly Finds, que vamos a grabar ya en mito también. So yeah, Blackwill, who are you, my friend? Who are you?
I am a young artist. I started out making music when I was in high school, but I've been a musician since I was little. I play several instruments. I play guitar, bass, drums, piano. I produce. I write everything. I sing, and I am more focused on the darker, more underground type of rap that is actually taking over the music industry right now. And I'm heavily influenced by artists like, let's say, Suicide Boys, XXX Tentacion, Denzel Curry, many others.
Many Florida rappers?
No?
Many Florida rappers?
Yeah, Florida rappers like Ghostman and Pouya are big influences to me.
Gotcha. ¿Cuándo fue que empezaste? When did you start making music?
Back in high school, I started with a metalcore project called Visions and Lights. It actually was like a testing thing because I started doing my DIY home studio, and I wanted to like hear and explore the whole studio vibe thing and see if it fit in my daily life. And then I just started doing that. I released an EP. It didn't go like so well. It was just more like a testing thing. And then
can it still be found?
Yeah, it can still be found on SoundCloud. Visions and Lights, and it's called Symmetry.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was just like a testing thing. I want to test out different sounds and all that, and just let people enjoy it. Then I did a deathcore project called Seraph. There's a song on YouTube, and then I just like flipped over to the rap side right after I graduated high school.
Was that always something of your interest, hip hop?
Actually, no. I've been a metalhead since I was like little, and but as I grew more into the music industry, like just discovering new things, I just hopped on the wagon.
Okay, gotcha.
Found my way in there.
How would you say metal influences your work? Or what musicians?
I'd say in the way that I do my percussions and my tracks, and maybe the lyrical influence. Okay. There's a lot of like maybe like the way of using my introspection is heavily influenced by the metal scene and all of that.
Are there any bands in particular that you would mention?
I'd say Attila, Bullet for My Valentine, The Devil Wears Prada, Miss May I, Chelsea Grin. I like I'm all around the genres in the scene. I can't like say one specific. There's like a big cloud in my head.
Okay, gotcha. Diablo, espérate. Aquí se me pasó la página. My bad. Estaba buscando fico. Nah. Okay. Is there any other medium you want to explore? Or maybe do you want to go back to rock at some point in your life?
I would do some features and all that, but I never quite could form a band. So I just like made all the music myself. I recorded the bass, guitars. I did the drum mapping all by myself, and I never quite like got into that sense of teamwork with a group of people. So I don't know if I would hop back into the metal scene and the rock scene, because maybe it's like hard to find people who are committed to the music and to creating and to growing. But I would work with people on a feature. Maybe I'd record them. Maybe I'd do like something other than being in a band.
Gotcha. Would you still go to shows though?
Yeah,
like metal shows, punk shows, whatever.
Yeah.
Nice. Gotcha. If you could, bueno, ya me dijiste influences y todo eso. How would you describe your creative process?
It's really not that complicated, but it's a bit complicated at the same time. Like I take a lot of inspiration from hard times at life. Like I went through a depressive episode about a year ago, and that's where I started writing music. I was like talking with a friend. He was introducing me to this underground, like the deep part of Florida rap and like underground rap, and I was like, I dig this. And he was like, well, we should do something like that. And I was really doubtful on it, and I started writing down some lyrics, and he just came over to my house and we started doing that. But after that song is where I started like getting committed into this whole writing process and stuff. So I just tried to reimagine a certain feeling. Most of the times it's sadness that basically helps us put words in the feelings. Like it doesn't have to be sadness per se. It can be happiness about what you're writing. But I think the sadness helps you. It's like it squeezes you. It takes out the purest form of ideas and lyricism and metaphors and all that. So I'd say that I take a lot of inspiration in sad parts of my life, and then I just sit down with a pen and paper, start doing tracks, and then sometimes I just write the lyrics the same day.
Gotcha. Is that how Greyborn came about?
Greyborn came in with a lot of lyrics that were just laying around. Throughout my creative process, sometimes I just write 3 or 4 versions of the same song with different hooks, with different parts, and then I just puzzle it all together. But when I take those other papers away, I just look at them and I put them away on a drawer where I can just go back anytime and then just like say, okay, this fits this song I'm working on. So I was just looking at my drawer and I found like 12, 15 pieces of paper with different lyrics all around. So I just took those, sat down, and I just started like completing the lyrics, and I had a lot of tracks laying around on my computer. So I just went into those, fixed them, and I wouldn't say it was rushed, but I really wanted to take out that I wanted to take Greyborn out of my head because it was taking a lot of time, like off my hands. Like maybe I couldn't concentrate on different things because I had that in mind. So I just needed to like put it all down and say, this is what is gonna happen. These are my songs. These are my tracks. And then I just went in and recorded them, and I think more than 5 songs were recorded at my dad's house this summer. Because I had the lyrics, I had the beats, I knew them already. So I just brought to my dad's house my computer and my microphone, and sometimes I would just like stay up till 2, 3 in the morning, and then I'd be recording.
Gotcha. When you recorded, was it? You say you have a spaceship. That's the name of your studio.
Yeah. I have actually 2 workstations. Back home at Arecibo, at my old computer with the same programs and all that, and I have my studio heads, And back here in my iOS, I have like the better version with my MacBook and my better like sound monitors, and I have like keyboard and all that. So I forgot the main question again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, lo de los estudios.
Yeah, like so I recorded part of it in my spaceship, and the other part was back home, back at my dad's house. It was just my microphone and my computer, with a pair of headsets. I just wanted to like get that out of my heart and then just send it to the distributors.
Gotcha. How would you say your work is a reflection of you or your surroundings, or both?
Yeah, I would say like each song has its own feeling to it. They're short, but they are completely focused on one message, and they are different feelings I have had, or I have, or maybe I will have, but they are thoughts, and they are things that I see and I feel. Like, I don't know how to explain it because it's really subjective, but I'd say that I take a bit of everything.
Gotcha.
Something from inside me, something from my house. Maybe I see my mom being stressed out at work. Maybe I see her happy. Maybe I see my brother. He needs help with something, or we're just like goofing around. I just take a bit of everything. Like, it's not. I take sadness to take the purest ideas, but I'm heavily influenced by other things, like the small things, like joy, just the small things, like like I said earlier, like my mom or my brother.
Gotcha. Based on your experience so far, what can you say about the state of the arts in Puerto Rico?
It's really hard to grow in Puerto Rico because people are really hard to get to. They're used to a certain style, a certain vibe, and when you offer them something different on the plate, they're weirded out. They don't know what's going on. They're like, okay, but can you do something else? I'm like, I'm actually doing something different. And I know there's a lot of people going through that struggle, and I'd say it's difficult to get to, but once you're in the hearts of those people, like they remain loyal. Like the people I've met throughout my small career, I've been like around a year doing this, and now it's where I'm actually committed to it. My first show there was like 15-20 people. Now in the other one there were like 50 something people. Like people came all the way from the north side. People came from the metro side. So it was like some people that I got to get to their hearts, and they're actually like helping me grow. Like once you do that, they help you, but it's really hard to get to them.
Slowly.
Slowly but surely.
You kind of already told me some pros and cons there. So, what has been your best experience or worst experience thus far? With music. With
music per se, I think my best experience have been my both my shows. My first show, I had no fear. I wasn't fearing anything. These songs that I sang on my first show, May 2nd, the same year, they were songs that had been out for like 9 months, 7 months, maybe 6 months, and then it wasn't hard to sing them. It wasn't hard to concentrate on different lyrics, on different styles of different movements and all that. It just came out totally natural. Like, and this most recent show, it was kind of more of a difficult experience, but it was still amazing. I was in awe how many people came through. Like, I wasn't expecting so many people. I was like at my microbiology class prior to the show, and I was just counting how many people told me that we're gonna go, and I was like, okay, like 25, 30 people. When I saw that was 50 something people, I was like, whoa. So I would say both shows were my best experience, but out of those two, I think my first show was better, because even though there were less people, I had a different type of energy.
Gotcha.
I was just flowing completely natural. Nothing was forced. Nothing was nothing was held back.
Yeah.
In this show, I could do most of those things, but I was like a bit scared because there was a lot of people, new songs, and I had something going on with the sound equipment prior to the show, and I thought I couldn't be able to
perform
properly. Yeah, because it was like a sound issue where I couldn't hear my sound from the computer on the speakers.
Gotcha.
So that was a big mess up. I was like, there's a lot of people driving like 1 hour and a half drives just to see me, and I won't be able to perform. So there was like that thing in my head, and after that, there's some things that remain, but it was amazing. And my worst experience, I would say,
if you have any, of course.
Yeah, I don't think I have any. I think people would make fun of me in high school because I would do this, the metal project, and they were like, "Well, that's odd. Like, how do you do that? How do you do this? How do you do that?" And I was like, "Okay, guys, that's enough," because it was like it was okay the first times, but after that, I just wasn't comfortable. But other than that, it's nothing. Because people don't understand. They fear what they don't understand.
Especially here where el metal, el punk, el hip hop, to some degree, are still very underground.
Yeah, I mean, people have false ideas on what heavy genres are. Like, make it underground hip hop, make it underground metal, where people use guttural vocals and all that. Like, people fear what they don't understand. They're like, that's kind of odd. That's kind of strange. Like, how do you... devil's work. And I'm like, it's actually not. Once you grow into it, you'll learn. And I know a lot of people that grew into like metal now, and I'm like, see what I told you? Like, it's nothing bad.
If they just gave it a chance, like what I did with my students in the past, read the lyrics first and then try to get into the music. That's a good idea.
That's a big thing in like deathcore and metalcore bands, like where sounds are just really strong. When you listen to the lyrics, they're nothing but like bright marshmallow music.
A lot of them, por lo menos del punk de los 80 que yo escucho mucho, a lot of it is positivity.
Take, for example, Rage Against the Machine.
It's all about politics.
It's all about politics.
And social issues.
And people were like, okay, there's some wild people jumping, but there was some wisdom in their lyrics.
Exactly. And I guess that's part of the problem, but in an island where dancing is a priority, genres like that where the dancing can be difficult, but they don't give it a chance. What else? What is the goal that you have with your work right now or in the future?
Really, I would say I want to reach out to the most people I can. Like, I want people to relate to my music. I will evolve in my styles. I will portray what I try to portray in my album. Like, my album is just a piece where it will all branch out. Like, you will listen to different styles that are included in my album, like, throughout my career. And I just want to reach out to people. I don't want, like, I'm not aiming to be rich, to be in that life. But if it comes by with it, like, I'm gonna be okay with it. But that's not my priority. My priority is gonna be always to use my artistry to communicate with the most people I can.
Gotcha. Do you have anything in the works right now?
I am actually working with a friend, my dear friend Kenneth.
Is he Lucid Haze?
No, my friend Kenneth is the person who was filming and the person who shot the cover art for Airborne and all the promo pictures. We're actually working on something together. I'm actually writing a song. I'm doing the tracks this this Thursday. I'm gonna be working real hard on the track, and then I'm gonna be recording it for a music video.
Okay, nice. Is that a new single then?
Yeah, a new single.
Gotcha. Any date set?
There's no date set because it's still in the works, but I will announce it soon.
Gotcha.
I want it to be released with the video. There was gonna be actually a video for 4K Virus, and I think we can work on that. I gotta talk to him because it was all written down. Like we had the whole, what do you call it? You know where the play is written. Yeah. It's all written down.
Like a script, mom.
Yeah, the script. Yeah, the script with times and all that. So we just had to like sit down and talk about what we're gonna do. Maybe include Elephant in there somewhere. Elephant is my favorite song off the album. I'm so sad it's like 1:30 or 1:40, but I really wanted to extend the song, but I didn't want to ruin it, so I just left it there. Gotcha. So I might use it for another music video.
Yeah. Other than that, anything else in the works?
Actually no. I think I'm still.
Any presentations or anything like that?
Nothing yet, but I'm actually open for anything. I'm actually focusing on my craft right now, but I really aim to do more shows because I need to reach out to more people.
Of course.
So it's kind of like a hard foot here in where I was because I did my show in La Tertulia because it's easy access, but something like in Las Calles, that's crazy to think about. Okay, I'm gonna play there. There's a lot of people, heavy nightlife. Yeah. And maybe it's hard to reach out to those people and so those bars, but it might be around the corner. Yeah.
The problem, perhaps, in La Calle, it's people paying attention to. Yeah. But you know, it's something that you gotta improvise around. Yeah. Most likely.
I need to go around that. If not, where's my growth?
Exactly. What else? Is there anything you want to discuss in particular? Where can people find you, friend?
People can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Spotify, and they can DM me about anything. I think I will be doing a feature with a feature mixtape with Lucid Haze. I forgot to talk about that.
Nice.
We talked about it, and I think we will be doing something around the corner. Like we will do tracks separately and then just put them all together in a pool, pick them out, and then write the lyrics together. Because we have a big chemistry going on when it comes to music, and I really dig his vibe, he digs mine, and it's all about positivity. So we started talking about the name for the mixtape. I think it was like Black Haze or something like that.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, Black Haze sounds great. Like I'm telling, like, when are we gonna work on that?
A little bit of a Purple Haze reference too in there.
Yeah, and it's funny because all his artwork and all that is purple. So,
is that where is he from?
Oh, he's from Chicago, but he moved to PR. He lives in Isabela. He moved to PR. He told me the reason it was like to get away from all the anti-black movement and all that. Like I think he lived near a difficult area. Gotcha. So other than moving to the States where maybe he would just like skip from one place to a worse place, he just moved here. Gotcha. And he's currently working with a producer in Atlanta. He'll be coming back like in 2 or 3 weeks.
Nice. So he's got a few connections over there too.
Yeah, he has some connections over there. I have a few connections over here. That's like teamwork going on, growing at the same time.
That's pretty nice, man. What else? Anything else you would like to add or talk about?
I think it's okay. Like I can talk about different things, maybe about I was thinking, I saw your tattoo,
Mm.
and I love Dragon Ball Z and all that. So I wanted to talk about like how I use my Dragon Ball references on my songs. There's Blackwill Can't Rap has a sample when Trunks and Gotenks fused. Yeah. There's like the whole fusion thing going on, and the album artwork is pixel work of me as Super Saiyan. And then at my show, I matched my socks with my shirt. I had a dark yellow shirt going on and some orange socks that had Trunks in there. Nice. On them, like a big Trunks design. Nice. And at a certain point of the show, my shoes started falling out, so I just like threw them to the side and just continued performing without any shoes on. So it was like going on, like then I played Blackwill Can't Rap, and the whole sample and the things went in, and I was like, damn, I use a lot of Dragon Ball references. Like even in my album, I used the Nimbus reference. I talk about Super Saiyan Flow. Like, it's all in there.
Do you wish to perhaps one day make an EP about Dragon Ball? How much?
It can be done. Like I can write that down. It would be nice.
I don't know, dedicate at least 5 songs to your favorite characters or something like that. I don't know.
It would be great.
Maybe
I think I can do that.
Maybe use them as a metaphor for your life or what's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot that can be used there. I identify a lot with Vegeta.
Yeah. There's a lot going on with Dragon Ball Z right now. Like back when the Wu-Tang started, it was comic books and stuff like that. Kung Fu movies. But right now, anime and Dragon Ball Z, it's like the biggest references you'll find.
Yeah, and it's a big like thing in hip hop. There's a lot of people that use Dragon Ball references, and not only Dragon Ball references, but Naruto too. Like Naruto is my favorite anime, and I saw this video the other day. I thought I think Genius posted it. It was like on how hip hop artists use Naruto references on their songs, and also Dragon Ball Z references. But I was really that one caught my attention real quick because I don't know how you can use like big Naruto references on that. And there's a lot of people and big songs, like let's say Ski Master Swamp God has a song. I forgot the title right now, and there's a big reference. It's like at the beginning of the song. It says Naruto 9-tailed fox fur coat.
Gotcha.
You're literally talking about flexing while using a Naruto references. That's wild. Yeah, I take that.
Is that something you would like to do in the future as well?
Yeah, whatever comes to mind, like I'll write it down, and if it works, it works.
Bueno, ¿te gustaría? Would you like it if it were more natural, or would you try to force it?
No, I don't force anything.
Yeah.
Like I don't like forcing my lyrics. I don't like. If I don't feel like writing a sad song, I won't. If I don't feel like writing a mad song, I won't. If I don't feel like writing a happy song, I won't. Like, it will all just flow out naturally. Like the only time I forced anything was to write a song called I Can't Feel My Hand. It's on my SoundCloud. I didn't post it on Spotify or iTunes or anything because I think it was like something I had to do, because that's kind of where my creative mind was heading towards. But I needed to do a creative reflection about a short story for creative writing English class. Gotcha. So I just did that, and I think that one's the one I forced the most. Gotcha. It wasn't that forced though.
What else? ¿Qué más se puede mencionar o hablar today? Anybody in PR who you want to work with?
Like I know it's a bit far-fetched, but I think once the scene, the underground scene, because I know there's a lot of people growing at the same time as I am. But I really admire young underground PR rappers that haven't yet been brought to bigger lights like they would have if they maybe use their style a bit differently. Let's say Mike Towers. I admire Mike Towers. He's a great lyricist. I admire Alvaro Diaz. I dig his music a lot. And in PR per se, like I would say those people because I really admire their work and they're really great artists.
What do you think about Alvaro Diaz not providing a new album or EP yet?
He says it's gonna be coming soon, but I think like it'll be an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Whenever it drops, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be record breaking for him because people with his new single with Salsa, okay, that's a big hit. Like it came out as a big hit. The music video is amazing, and the song per se gives you like this good feel good vibe.
Yeah, and it's a different way to talk about fake rappers.
Yeah, it's a big hit to fake rappers.
It's a pretty nice song. What else? Pow. Anything else you want to talk about, man? Would you look to incorporate metal or rock or punk into your music eventually?
I think I would in some other song where I might see a fit because as I said in the beginning, I am heavily influenced by Florida rappers and there's a big Florida rapper, well, moved to LA, but you know, Ghostman. He uses this big dark vibe to his music and he mixes punk and metal in his songs. Like, it's amazing. His artistry is weird but other level. Yeah. And I think I can work on that. I mean, XXXTentacion had like 2 or 3 songs with heavy metal vibes to it. Like, why can't I do it? If it was accepted by a big bunch of people, like I don't think it would be hard to grow into that. But people in PR, like I said before, are hard to reach out whenever you do something different. So maybe it'll be a bit hard at first, but after that it would just be okay. I might do something.
Gotcha. Are you looking to do a show in the metro area anytime soon?
I was actually told by a friend that he would find a spot for me soon. He works at this bar over in the metro area. I forget the name. It's near Rio Piedras. And I have a couple people who want to see me perform and can't come down to Pouya. So I think that will be coming soon. I just need to talk out.
Have you thought about maybe... Porque por lo menos I think that in order for the entire independent scene to come together, there should be blends and mixtures. So perhaps a show that incorporates your hip-hop with like another, maybe a punk band or a metal band or whatever.
I think that would be great because there's that. Punk bands have this big moving vibe, so I think whenever the vibes match, you can just like do anything. Yeah. So I would be open for that.
That'd be a cool opportunity.
No, that would be like a cool show where punk bands and metal bands and rappers are doing together. We were practically on the same boat. Yeah. So I think like we should come together.
Wouldn't hurt
to the same things.
Wouldn't hurt to try.
Yeah, I mean, and it would work because it's a different type of click. Whenever people use different type of clicks, they grow in the hearts of people. Like, I use that phrase a lot, growing into hearts of people, because people really admire artists that are making it. Yeah. Not as much when they are trying to make it, but when they are making it, they reach into the hearts of people, and people admire them a lot. And I think like once they see they're different from other artists, they're like, well, this is game changing. Yeah. And that's what Lil Peep did. Like Lil Peep started with this emo rap scene, and then you see other artists like blending his style to move into the underground scene, and it's actually making a big move. Like when he died, there was a lot of people who tried to blend in emo lyrics to hip hop, and they came out with on billboards and all that. Like I use him a lot for comparison and all that. But XXXTentacion used aggressive lyrics in his beginnings, and I would say after Lil Peep started going out in the music, and this whole feeling, like being pure in feelings and all that, when that movement started being incorporated in hip hop and rap, like, it was XXXTentacion who brought it into the billboards.
Yeah.
With both his albums, like 17 and Question Sign. It was like a big thing, and now everybody's doing it.
Now you see even Kanye and people like that going more into their emotional side.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Por lo menos yo sé que en Calle there's a few artists who are trying to take that sound and bring it here.
It can be done. It's nothing difficult.
Yeah.
But once you like,
cuestión de being experimental with it and
and it's just finding your own groove. Like whenever you find your own vibe, it'll work out. Like I don't like one thing about my creative process I forgot to mention, because maybe like I didn't think about that in the moment, but I can't listen to tracks whenever I'm writing tracks. I can't. I know what I'm influenced by heart, by mind, but I can't sit down and think and listen to, let's say a Suicide Boys track, a Lil Uzi Vert track, and a Lil Tracy track. I can't sit down and listen to them and then come up with something. I'll feel like I'm copying their style. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to be influenced. I'm not trying to be a copy.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that do that.
Gotcha. Is there anybody right now, fuera de lo more mainstream, that influences you more than others?
Well, I wouldn't say I have, because they're actually growing. Like I've seen them grow. I'd say Bones, Chris Travis.
Bones sí que lleva tiempo con cojones.
Yeah, but he has a lot of songs.
A lot of projects, yeah.
Yeah, and now that's where he's starting to grow. It is now where he is touring Europe, Russia, all those places, and growing to a bigger crowd. But Bones has been around for a lot of years. Suicide Boys is making it now, but they've been around for a lot of years.
El último proyecto fue el de New Orleans, right?
Yeah. And that album came out great. It was announced in Times Square, though.
Really?
Yeah, the big screens, the Spotify. Yeah, it was announced there.
Eso no sabía.
That's actually a big hit for underground music.
Yeah.
People are accepting that side of music.
Pero any artist que te venga a la mente así, de aquí, de allá, de donde sea.
De aquí. Actually, no. I listen to a lot of artists, and sometimes I just let my Spotify just like play random artists. And whenever I listen to something that I like it, and then I listen to it, analyze it, study it. But I wouldn't say there's an artist I would say like I'm heavily influenced by, who still hasn't made it out, because they're actually making it right now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything else before we close this out?
Nothing.
Además de terminar el dúo, if it is not finished.
No, I think it's finished. I just throw in some lines in there.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you, man, for having me here, and people can find me on all streaming sites, and on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'll be posting some stuff to YouTube, so that's that.
¿Y eso sería bajo qué nombre?
Blackwill.
Blackwill.
On Instagram it's Blackwill Official. On Facebook it's plain out Blackwill. On Twitter it's Lil Blackwill. All together.
Gotcha. Y SoundCloud y Spot Blackwill, right?
Yeah, on Spotify just straight up Blackwill. iTunes, Apple Music straight up Blackwill. On SoundCloud you can go Blackwill and I'll pop up But if you want to go to the more like
direct,
the more direct one, it's Blackwill instead of with an A, with a W.
Gotcha.
I mean with a V.
With
Sorry, with a V.
Gotcha. And a W for the win.
What?
A W for the win.
Oh yeah.
Because we finished the podcast.
Because we finished.
Yeah. Cool, man. So, FENcast episode 22 or 23, I'm not really sure. We're done.